I think we're recording now. Okay, so psychological association says deception is okay if observed in a public place and is essential to the experiment. Okay, so you can use deception if it's essential to the experiment. Let me ask you this. Social scientists want to study personal space. The experimenters blocked off urinals to force men to use the urinal next to an experimenter. They want to see if they take longer when there's nobody standing next to them as opposed to when somebody's standing next to them. So would it be ethical, you're the IRB, would you believe that it would be ethical to put a camera in the room so they can time how long the person stands there?
I go into it.
Does no harm, right? What'd you say?
Let me go into it.
Isn't that kind of an invasion of privacy?
We don't stick cameras in dressing room.
Yeah, you could have just somebody here. Stop that shit. Okay, let's go back to the Mythbusters for a second. They set up a special room with a bunch of hidden cameras. They're trying to see if they're yawning. You, as the IRB, would you approve that? Now that we know that it's okay, is it still okay? Is it in a public space? I'd probably be careful about that, okay? Now, I will tell you this. Back in the day, one of the things that I wanted to do, we actually had a student experiment. I thought this was kind of interesting. One of his frustrations was he needed to use a computer at the university, and so he would find that a lot of people were playing video games when he was trying to do his homework. And so the computers were full because they were playing video games. So he wanted to do a study to see how many people were actually doing homework versus playing video games. So he turned this into the IRB here at UVU, and because I thought, oh, that's fine, I didn't have any problem with it. But they came back and said, well, you might want to be careful because you are invading their privacy a little bit. And what if they're doing a study on video games? Or what if they're doing a study on porn? You know, would you know that? It'd be kind of weird to be doing that live right now, I think. But anyway, so a lot of times there's some things that you just don't think about that happen with this. And so this is why we have that. So a lot of times, you know, basically one of the nice things when I was doing studies in our class, one of the nice things was the studies that we were doing, we weren't drawing blood, we weren't doing anything. A lot of times it was just asking a simple survey. So it was really easy to have an expedited process when you're just doing a survey. But when you're doing some things, even stuff that you might not consider a problem, a lot of times the IRB thinks about these things. So, all right. Normally, I would actually start talking about our project. I'm really early today, I'm surprised. So, to count this as a lucky day, I guess, we probably will. Sometimes we're going to go over. So just as a reminder, I'm trying to decide. You know what? I think I might change the syllabus a little bit. I can still do that. It's the first day of class. I think what I'm going to do, one of my other classes, I would just ask people if they did their homework, and it would be due like right at class time. So I think I'm going to do that. So your homework's been posted. I'll probably put that as 5%. So we'll drop your exams. So I'll change the syllabus just a little bit. So don't print it out yet. Give me about an hour. I'm going to update that. I'm just going to ask you every day, did you do your homework? And then you can just tell me how much homework you did. It'll just be the honor system, but I would like to know if you don't do your homework, it's going to show on the quizzes. But that's going to be due every class. So we will have a quiz on chapter 10 next class. Thursday, we will cover chapter 9. I'm gonna walk downstairs now and see if I can get a computer lab for next week. Hopefully there's one available. I think it'll probably be LA 029, but I'll post that as an announcement. So I'll let you all go today. Enjoy this short one here, and we'll see y'all.